Like many of you here, I too am a big fan of CSGO, but I never really got an understanding of how the professionals got to where they are today from the background. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the action. The man himself, Ropz. I'm really actually looking forward to seeing what his upbringing was, because I have no clue.
Robin Ropz Cool represents a new generation of Counter-Strike players.
I think it was like 15 when I started playing CSGO. I watched the first few tournaments and they were like the same guys who were playing the older version, and I saw that they're getting really old at this point, and I was like, okay, I'm at the age that they were starting.
Just say how it is, man.
He was able to envision a future in competitive gaming, and to that end, he even applied to join FaZe Clan.
Okay, hello my dudes, I am Ropz, and this is my FaZe Clan recruitment challenge response, powered by Chief.
Damn, he is so young there.
A variety of FPS titles, making content for Call of Duty, 1.6, and eventually CSGO. And as he developed, the skills Ropz displayed in FPL streams of pro players showed that he was able to hang with the game's best.
A lot of the people in Estonia grinded FACEIT, and I got into the FACEIT grinds.
He's Estonian.
A lot of money on the line. It was really competitive since you were already playing for something.
He attracted a ton of attention and was quickly becoming one of the game's most anticipated up-and-comers.
The way I got scouted, it was very fast. It was like becoming a hero from nobody.
But the same skills that were getting him noticed were
0 to
also
100 very
drawing
quickly.
cheating accusations in some parts of the community. A traumatic experience for a
that's
player
true.
looking to make his start.
Everybody thought he's cheating. Everybody.
Can you stop playing like shit, Ropz, please?
Even Simple thought he's cheating. Jesus.
He does like these quick looks. That's so weird, bro. Like, why are you doing that?
He even had to fly to the FACEIT studios in London and play FPL from there to prove that he
No way. That is unreal.
All the cheating allegations and stuff like that. Those were pretty rough on me, because those are the people I tried to look up to, and I tried to become one of them, and then they kind of went against me.
Eventually,
That's
though,
interesting.
once Ropz did join a professional team, he was given a rare opportunity to continue attending school in his home country of Estonia while still traveling and playing competitively.
That must have been rough doing both at the same time.
Even now when we're playing at the big tournaments, because his school is like really willing to let him live this dream.
But that didn't mean that his life was easy. Between the cheating accusations and managing his packed schedule, Ropz also faced significant personal challenges. Like the terrible, life-changing news he received from his mom while practicing CS.
Oh god, okay.
My mom came into my room, and I was like, okay, don't bother me, I'm playing. I'm busy now, and I'm just having some fun. But she said it's serious, and she just sat me down to have a talk. And she let me know that my dad committed suicide.
The tragedy shook Ropz and upended his life.
We had some problems with like bankruptcy.
I didn't know
bank
that.
had to take this house. So I could just go back in time and, you know, tell my dad that I could earn so much money playing CS.
No, man.
I just wait, like, things will work out.
So sad, bro.
Ropz stuck with CS. He committed himself to the game, hoping to make a better life for his family with his skills. The only thing he really lacked was experience. But despite his unproven track
did not know
record on
any of
LAN,
that.
No Sports saw Ropz's potential and decided to take a chance on him in April of 2017. A gamble that turned out to be a no-brainer.
This is when I first started seeing him. Fucking nuts, bro.
He does it. And now Body 1v2 if he finds
How do you miss that? Body, you should have hit those shots, man. Come on. That was appalling.
Their tournament hopes hang in the balance. Oscar extends it. Twist now joins them. As it's down to Nitro. Alone, just Nitro. Oscar's got two. Stick up to the finish it.
Beautiful flash.
They've done it.
Don't slow down. The bomb is on the ground. Kirby finds additional chances here, but he is now the last man standing with the UMP. Kirby. Shot in the back, and that's it. 16-9.
I think that was before Astralis started really kicking into gear. But still, it's impressive.
Transformation was the idea that while Ropz was indeed a formidable aimer, the entire roster would need to pitch in to find wins.
Sorry. Can we talk about the risks? What the fuck is that? Oh, brother, that's not good. That's all varieties right there.
The
Jesus.
entire roster would need to pitch in to find wins.
no one can say that if Nico was in this team, they would probably be better, right? But it's not revolving around one single player anymore. Yeah. It's more about the team making good decisions and playing well as a unit instead.
As exciting as Ropz' rookie season in 2017 was, he didn't make HLTV's top 20 players list. And for the next year or so, Mouse consistently struggled on the game's biggest stages.
He finds Oscar at the lockers as well after taking down the long shot. Kerrigan is Sunny, and it's just Ropz. Young Estonians' first time in the playoffs. He's certainly impressed, but it's not been enough.
Oh, he almost clicked that head.
They'll move through to the semi-final, and our favorites move on.
Definitely not with ease, but Mousesports, it's the same heartbreaking story. Close, but no cigar again.
It wasn't all bad news, though. Ropz and his teammates were able to steal ESL 1 New York out from underneath Liquid a few months later.
This is Chris, sick. Again, it's all to Twist. He knows it. The young rookie, so much skill. He knows where the bomb is. He knows there's a smoke on it. He's got it. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Sonny's got away with it. Mousesports win it. The Battle of Brooklyn.
Fair play, fair play.
After the roster change.
I don't. Liquid are kind of a shaky, at a shaky point there, so yeah,
this roster
wasn't too impressive.
Way above its weight class for much of 2018. Plus, 3 of the players on the team were in the top 20 list in 2018.
That is impressive, though. Fair play.
His debut in the 19th spot.
Bro, he's probably like 19 at that point. Crazy.
2019's first major, they decided to make some serious changes and bring in a new leader. Despite being regarded as one of the best IGLs in the world, Kerrigan had never won a major. If Mouse wanted to add depth, then he was almost certainly their best choice.
Given any kind of players around him, he would almost immediately figure out how to use them and how to play the best Counter-Strike. I think it's one of the reasons why he's regarded as one of the greatest IGLs out there.
And as of March 2019, Mouse was Kerrigan's puzzle to figure out.
This could be a clutch on, like in the
Kerrigan is next level IGL.
AWP, but Kerrigan,
especially now that he's got a major.
And that's it. Mousesports, they came back against Tyloo and they've won against ENCE. I cannot believe that they've done this.
The relationship between Kerrigan and Ropz was critical to Mouse's success, but it was also history repeating itself. 8 years earlier, a young Kerrigan had joined Mouse's 1.6 roster, helmed by legendary German IGL Gob B, hoping to build his career and learn from one of the greats.
That was one of the guys who helped me achieve my highest level in 1.6. He was a god in 1.6 as a caller. As also as a mentor, his motivation, the way he cares about the teammates, the way he tried to explain stuff. I took much of his style into my leading as well. I mixed with every players, everyone, right? But there was something about being this motivator and the leader of the team, which was very... first time I ever experienced that.
Now it was Kerrigan's turn to mentor Ropz, to guide him through this critical time in his career where both the pressure and the expectations were at their peak.
But my
team
God, did he do
was decidedly lopsided.
I
Besides
lied, I've got the wrong section.
Fuck. Who were eager to please, and that didn't always give Kerrigan the best information.
Am I getting the wrong error then? The wrong meta?
But sometimes in the game you'd also need someone to battle him in a nice way. That means, hey, we need to figure this out. We need to do this differently, right? We had a coach doing that, but I feel like having 1-2 voices is not enough in a team. I think 3 voices is always the best way, because you're gonna have disagreements and agreements, and everybody has their own view of the game, and you mix together all those views. I think that's the way we become the best team in the world, and not just only 2 guys running the whole show.
While they narrowly missed the cut for playoffs at the only other major that season, Berlin, the team grew tremendously. And Ropz was, once again, a critical part of their
this
success.
is what I was assuming they were going for.
MVP honors and inching up the HLTV top 20 list to number 10 that year. But the game itself was about to change drastically, and Ropz's budding success would hit a serious roadblock.
It was just after Ice Challenge when we won, and it was like looking like it's going to be the best year I've ever had so far. But it took quite the turn in the end, and yeah, we just Mousesports fell apart basically.
In 2020, it felt like Mousesports couldn't catch a break. They started the year off at number 2 in the world, right behind Astralis, but things went off the rails quickly.
Bro, they went off a cliff, truly. That shot was so unfortunate. Jeez.
Thieves are off to the playoffs. They take down front runners for the playoffs, Mouse Sports, and the lower bracket run is complete.
Oh, 100three's still a good team? Are they even CSGO anymore?
And roster changes were the order of the day. The golden winter of 2019 was but a distant memory. Even so, Ropz continued to put up impressive numbers with eerie consistency. Not only that, but the loss of Woxic meant that Ropz had to sometimes pitch in as the opper as well.
We need all to make sure we don't get opt. Oh my god.
He plays on the weirdest sense as well, Woxic. That's why he's like 7.2 cents on like 400 DPI. That shit is unreal.
For the ace, he is. Naffle. Tuck tail and run. He's back to spawn. Ropz, will he find this? Oh, he locked it up. Ropz.
No deaths, 11 kills. Damn, Ropz, relax.
Whatever the issue with Mouse was, it certainly wasn't Ropz. On the bright side, the ever-changing team comps and Mouse's lack of success helped him mature as a competitor outside the server as well.
I had like all the decisions being made for me. I didn't really do anything. I was like the guy who was told, just do your own thing and just play good and you're fine, and that's basically what happens. But over time, obviously, me and the organization is obviously more in touch, and we talk more about what the solutions can be. And
yeah, you can't really sit back in a situation like that. You need to go in with full force.
2021, Kerrigan left Mouse to return to FaZe Clan, and the roster was thrown into chaos. Ropz kept up his staggering consistency, but the real trick was getting everyone firing at the same time. They managed it at Flashpoint 3, but reproducing that success proved difficult. Still, Ropz used this tumultuous period to grow and develop as a player, carving out a spot for himself in a lineup that was struggling to find an identity.
Ropz has started to become more aggressive. He's taking more opening duels. He's starting to play for map control a little bit faster. He's running a little bit more.
And while his team couldn't go deep at the big events, they certainly got as far as they did, mainly because of Ropz's efforts, which were, again, recognized with a third top 20 placement in a row. But 2021 would be the last year that Ropz wore Mouse's jersey, as he followed his one-time mentor to a bright international future. FaZe Clan had almost everything. They had a tenacious, flexible role player, a young, electric opper, a fiery rifler with inhuman aim, and
I forgot Twist was with them as well.
Mastermind to run the whole.
Yeah, that's a solid roster.
Didn't have Ropz.
That's not a solid roster.
It made an
What the
awful
fuck?
lot of sense. You look at the paper, you look at the lineup being put together right here, and we all agreed that, wow, that is a lineup that is supposed to win trophies. That is a lineup that is supposed to go far and major.
And it did make a lot of sense. For one, Kerrigan knew exactly what the team was getting, since he already had experience working with Ropz. The roster had plenty of firepower.
Oh, they did have Ropz. I misheard that then.
A streaky highlight machine or an unknown quantity to the mix. They were adding Ropz, a player who had shown incredible consistency in a difficult team situation and even managed to evolve his personal playstyle during that volatile time. If he could do that, imagine what he could do with FaZe.
Gives you a round like this, a fourth! Everybody falls at the hands of Rain, and this one is done.
They truly were unstoppable for a solid amount of time. Obviously, like Astralis were better at doing it for a longer period of time, but they were really good for a
He
moment.
was tagged in the process. Hunter instead, though, gets JKS. Roki's still here. Oh, they lined up.
Damn, almost took a lot.
+2. He did damage. That's going to drop them down. It's all on Hunter, and it's all over. Twist with the final kill. And FaZe.
Fucking Kerrigan's on his knees. He's so excited.
Out of Vincent will take a championship, and you can see what it means to Kerrigan.
They're so locked in. They have to know it as well. Brokey's going to grab the angle with an AWP. He's not going to shy away. He'll step around that smoke, blinded a little bit, but surely he's going to come back for it. All of FaZe ready to fight. There's the flashbang.
How is Brokey not blind there?
There's Rain.
Bruh.
FaZe have done it. They take the series 3-1, and FaZe are going to be your champions.
Even as part of a super team, Ropz still stood out, earning MVP at ESL Pro League Season 15. But the real challenge still lay ahead. PGL Major Antwerp was FaZe's first chance to test their new roster on Counter-Strike's biggest stage. None of them had ever won a major, but the remnants of FaZe's old roster had been agonizingly close. If FaZe could win in Antwerp, they'd be the first ever international roster to do so. But their campaign got off to a rough start.
Oh, but even that dink's not enough.
Oh, Jesus.
And now this one's done, dude.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Ents They strike first blood. A little bit of sweet revenge.
But as the matches rolled on, the team found their footing, earning a spot in the playoff stage.
He lines them up, knocks down 2, and over towards the arch. It's a fumble from Hampus. Man advantage for...
If you could have any player in your team, just one, with your, like, for your solo queues, making it duos, who would it be? I need to know in the comments, because I personally, out of those 5, will probably go Twist. Man is cracked right now. He is unreal.
No way! Siren! Oh man! Up close, cut down, Ropz! 1v1!
Did he get this? I think he did, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Remember that one. Well, kind of remember that one. It's a long time ago, leave me alone.
And here in the Diamond City, he's going huge, going nuclear.
That is so disrespectful. There was no need for that, bro. In the finals as well.
On the very doorstep of the grand finale, the greatest of all time barred Ropz's entry. But his hard work had already gotten him this far. He would just have to work even harder to bring it home.
Na'Vi's trades are so strong. Gets the bomb, gets 2 again. Carrigan does not surrender. And Simple's got 2. And the hand of the Dane, we go again. Bomb is half gone.
Oh, they left Triss hanging. That's rude.
A couple of kills is all they need. And there's one. Simple stubborn. Ropz meets his fate. And is only broken to pull fate across the line.
Lovely stuff.
And Rain, he's not done. He gets his 30. And FaZe.
Right, so crispy with the shooting. Damn. It's one after the other, dropping like flies. Carrigan on his feet again. Was that the same clip?
That his big win was inevitable. But getting there took a lot more than just sick aim. It took a country, community, and family who believed in him.
I can't believe that happened to him family-wise. So crazy.
Deep personal loss. It took a willingness to learn from the game's greats and to work harder every day to show that he was invested in going all the way to the top. Ropz belonged on FaZe Clan and belonged on that stage. He proved it over and over so consistently that it was never in doubt. And in Antwerp, Ropz showed us that he belonged in the history books too. And at only 23 years old, he has a hell of a lot more of that history to write.
If you did enjoy that as much as I did, don't forget to subscribe.